Okay, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about planning for a deadline. This is a tool that I like to use anytime I have a bigger assignment that I want to break into smaller bite-sized chunks over a week or two, depending on the size of the assignment and everything else that I have going on in my life. So, the first thing that you're going to do when you start planning for a deadline is to identify that deadline for that assignment. So, thankfully, most assignments are due on Tuesdays at Purdue Global, which makes things a little bit easier. And you can kind of have almost like a template as you do this once to kind of break down other times as well. Once you've identified that deadline for your assignment, you're going to list all the tasks that you have associated with that assignment. For example, maybe you have readings, research that need to be completed for a paper or a project, or you can even have sections of your assignment that can be broken down into smaller pieces. For example, if I'm writing a paper and I've got three main points for that paper, each main point might be a section of that assignment that I can divide into a smaller section. It's going to make it a little bit easier for myself to plan. Or if I'm making a slideshow, then I can kind of divide that slideshow into chunks of slides that I know will easily go together that I can do at the same time. Once I have all of those tasks broken down, then I'm going to take a moment to estimate how much time is needed to complete each task. This can be tricky, especially at first when you don't have a great idea of how long, for example, it's going to take you to write a page or two of a paper. So give yourself a lot of grace the first couple times you use this tool as you're figuring out exactly what's going to work best for you. I know that typically it's going to take me about an hour or two to write a page, depending on how much research is going to go with the page that I'm writing and how much research I've done previously. It's just depending on the paper. So give yourself that grace and flexibility to kind of figure out what's going to be working best for you. Once you have that time estimation down for each task, start backdating from the due date with each task. So, since assignments are almost always due on Tuesdays here at Purdue Global, this is the day that I like to keep open. And then I have a full day for any last minute edits. And best case scenario, I can turn the project or assignment in the morning, and I've got the rest of the day to do whatever else I need to do to wrap up my week. Or if I was estimating time and I was off a little bit and one assignment or task took a little bit longer than I thought it would, then I have that time to finish up. Or if life happened and that got in the way of that block of time for your homework one day, then you still have time to get things done. I like to leave a little bit of time so I'm not working all the way up to midnight on Tuesday to get things in. Once you're backdating, you're going to take each of those tasks, hopefully starting on Monday, since you're leaving that Tuesday open, and backdate towards Wednesday, or even farther behind if you're going to take more than just that one week to do your homework, to do your assignment. And each day can have one or two of those tasks that you've listed out and divided into time blocks. The biggest thing to remember when you're using this tool is to give yourself grace and stay flexible. Things are going to come up. Your time estimations might be off here or there. So just keep working on your assignments a little bit every day to stay on track. And even if you get off a little bit, that's okay. Just keep going.